All right, here we go. Another video. This one is going to kind of touch on a few of your questions on there. You have a couple where it says arithmetic sequence, and it'll say this term and that term. What's the other term? Thankfully for arithmetic, it gives you two sequential terms, so it's easy to figure out what you're adding or subtracting each time, and then it's easy to figure out your other term. So let's look at it real quick. So for example, if it told me the second term of an arithmetic sequence is 18 and the third term is 9, what is the first term? Well, if I look at that from second to third, what's happening? I'm actually going down by 9, aren't I? So now I know I'm subtracting 9 every time. Well, if I'm going backwards to the first term, I would say 18 plus 9, and I would get 27, right? So my first term would equal 27, okay? So on the arithmetic ones, they're not that bad. I just wanted to make sure the wording might throw you off, okay? So look and see, hey, I'm subtracting 9 each time. If they wanted to know the fourth term, I'd subtract another 9 and get 0, right? If they wanted to know the first term, which is what I said here, I would add 9 to go backwards, okay? All right, now geometric is a little crazier, but I'm going to show you because your questions are all multiple choice. So I'm going to show you how to work with multiple choice answers instead of going through the math, okay? Because the math can get really deep and really ugly, okay? So I'll spare you that. All right, so if they have a geometric sequence and they said the first term is 2 and the fifth term is 1250, what is the second term? Well, here's your answer choices: 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, okay? Now, I hope that you would imagine that E is going to be way too big, right? Because we're multiplying. So 2 times 50 would give me 100, right? And then 100 times 50 would be over my fifth term, and that's not even getting to, that's just getting to the third term. So hopefully you can reason out a little bit and rule out E. And while we're at it, we can rule out D as well, because I'd have to say 2 times 25 to give me 50, and 50 times 25, that would give me my third term, and then times 25, my fourth term would be bigger than my fifth term. So I can rule those out, okay? So, and then on to 25, if I try to do that, 2 times 12.5 would give me 25. I'm going to end up with a number that's way too big again on C. All right, so let me show you what you can do. Let's look at A and B, all right? So let's say A. If my first term is 2 and then make my second term 5, then I'm multiplying by 2.5. So then 5 times 2.5, 5 times, it's too early in the morning, times 2.5 gives me 12.5, right? That would be my third term. And then that times 2.5 would be 31.25. And that's 1, 2, 3, fourth term. And then that times 2.5 would give me 78.125, which is not my 1250, is it? So I can rule out A. It's going to be B. Now let me show you why it's B. I know, because you're thinking, well, I got to go up a lot. Okay, so if my first term is 2, second term 10, which is what B says, okay, then I'm multiplying by 5. 10 times 5 is 50, times 5 is 250, times 5 is 1250, which is what I'm looking for my fifth term, okay? So your answer is B. So that's the easiest way to do it with a multiple choice, okay? I will not mess with you on the actual math behind this unless if you at any time during one of my Google Meets, or if you want to meet with me and through Google Meet at any time, let me know, and I will gladly show you the math behind it if you are super curious about that. But my main focus with you guys is helping you. Let's look at our answer choices, rule out wrong answers, try one of the possible rights, and see if it works. All right, hope this helped.